my name is Nicole Simmons, and today's date is the 28th of October 2015. So today I would like to do a little something different. So instead of explaining everything, I'm just going to jump right into your personal office, because there's been a lot of people this week that have been asking me questions about their personal office, and I think that this is very good for you as someone who is referring someone, or if you're a manager, you can just show this video to them and help them understand what is actually going on. So this is the MMM South Africa webinar for beginners. Okay, so what is your PO? It is not a police officer, post office, or purchase order. Your PO is your personal office. It is where you log in using the following link. This is also where you can do password resets, everything that you need to do. So if you log in here, you'll be able to get into your profile. And if you can't get onto your profile or you can't log in, if you forgot your password, then you'll see below there it will say, forgot your password, or get a new password by email. Okay, so there are a few questions that I get asked daily. And it's basic. It's how to play the lottery, how to provide help, where do I find my referral links to send to others, how do I add a bank account, and how do I edit my personal details. So this is what I'll just be showing you in this webinar. So logging in for the first time and how to do a password recovery. So you'll get an email where you'll do a password recovery, or you'll see in the email it says password link. I do know that the new registrations that are coming in, you can set your password straight in here. So all you'd do is you'd use your email address and your password, and you'd log in using that. So if you need to do a password recovery, this is how it will look. There'll be a recovery code over there where you'll be able to fill in a new password and you retype the same password. Make sure that your email address is right and do not edit the recovery code at all. Okay, so then you're going to click change and then your password will be set. So how to edit your details on my page and how to know what is the right thing to write. So over here, if we click on my page and then we drop down, it will show my page again. You'll go to click on that. So it will open up this page over here where you'll see various details about yourself that may or may not already be in there. So basically, you don't have to fill in everything, but you can. And it's very, very good to have all your details in here. So yeah, just fill that in. So how do I add my bank accounts and what is a BIC IFSC code? So I'm going to walk you through exactly what each line means. Okay, so we're going to click on accounts, and on the left hand side you'll see add. If this is your first time adding an account, it will be blank. If someone has done it for you beforehand and you don't know how to do it, then this is perfect for you. So on the left we'll click on add, or if you want to edit, you can click on it and just click on edit. And on the right hand side, this little screen will pop up that says account name, etc. So the first account name is something that you remember the account with. So for instance, you could have a Bitcoin account and you could have a various South African bank accounts. So what we're going to do here is we're going to put in something that you'll remember. So for instance, if you have a check account with the FNB and then a savings account with ABSA, and you'd like to add both accounts, then over here we're just going to say ABSA savings or FNB check or Standard Bank or etc, etc. So it's just something that you'll remember because they don't show you all the details when you do receive help. So yeah, that's something for you to remember. And then the IFSC code is your branch code. So you can just fill it in over here if you're adding in a Bitcoin account, or it should write there is BTC. If you write BTC, it will automatically change the next line, bank name, to Bitcoin. So you don't have to worry about that. You can just fill in the rest. The bank name is pretty simple. It would be First National Bank or Standard Bank, ABSA Bank, etc. Okay, so then the name is the actual name that you have on the card. So the name that the account is registered with. If, for instance, you have a family member that has a M account, you cannot use the same bank accounts as what they have. So if you, for instance, have added your grandmother's accounts and you provided help for her that was like a gift from you, and you want to withdraw into that account, if she then opens up an account with M, she cannot add the same banking details. And if she does, you would have to delete the bank account from your account, and then through supports on both your accounts, you'd have to send them a bank statement just to show that, you know, that person is with this account and you are not. as well as your ID. So it is a bit of a process and it does take a bit of time. So I'd recommend that you use your personal accounts and do not do things for others. Rather refer them into the system and recommend that they do it themselves, because ultimately it means a lot more to you. So yes, so then the name would be your certified name, like on your ID, on your birth certificate, etc. The account number is the account number linked to that specific account. If you're using Bitcoins, then this would be your Bitcoin wallet address. So if you've opened up with local Bitcoins or Coinbase or Bitnock, etc., you can actually go into your profile and you'll be able to see your wallet address. So reference is what they would be putting as the reference. So it's easier to manage if they put their name and their surname in, because then you can see if you're withdrawing 200 Rand, for instance, and you've been given two people who are each going to pay 100 Rand. You're not going to know exactly who the person is that put in which 100 Rand. So it's just better to understand and better to manage it. If you use your reference, if you write there your name and your surname, then you can actually see exactly who it was that put in that specific amount and confirm for that person. So it cancels out any problems that there would be in the future. Okay, so after that, you don't have to fill in additional info. So then you'll just click save. Okay, so how to provide help. So you can only provide help once you have added in a banking account, because you need to have an account that you would withdraw to if you wanted to provide. So they don't allow you to just add in or say that you want to provide help in the system if you don't have anything to withdraw to, if that makes sense. So we're going to click on dashboard and we're going to click on provide help. Over here it will say, I read the warning and fully understand all the risks. I make a decision to participate in MMM being of sound mind and memory. So then we're going to click on that little box over there and then we're going to click on next. And then you'll see select Bitcoin for transferring the assistance to other participants. You don't have to select Bitcoin. Bitcoin is a different currency. It works similar to how we would see rands to dollars. So you'd have to buy Bitcoins just like you would have to convert it to rand sort of thing. Convert it to dollars, sorry. So if you don't have a Bitcoin account or you don't have any interest in providing in Bitcoins, then you can click on other bank. Bitcoin is just a shorter queue. That's what it means. So yeah, you'll click on the specific account that you'd like. I have personally chosen other bank, and then we're going to click on next. And then in the first block, we're going to fill in the amount. So I've used 100 Rand. I've used 100 Rand because it is the minimum amount to provide help with. So I filled it in over there. Then I'm going to click on select, and it's going to show leftover distribution 100. So in the second block there, the now is white. I'm just going to fill in 100 again. And then I'll see the leftover distribution is 0. So now you're going to do this with any amount. They have to be the same, or there has to show that leftover distribution is 0. So once we do that, we're going to click on next. Okay, so now I'm just going to confirm that everything that is over here, all the data that is shown, is what I'm actually saying that I want to help with. So once I just double check it, I'm going to click on next. And it says your request was added, please wait to process. So I'm going to click on OK. And on the right-hand side, there's my new provide help. So just a quick time frame of when they actually request you to provide help. Currently with Bitcoins, it takes about a week. Sometimes sometimes the same day, sometimes the next day sort of thing. You can't actually be given an exact time, and anyone who does give you an exact time really doesn't understand the system. But if because it is a community and because everyone has their right to their own opinion and the right to withdraw in their funds when they want to and how they want to, you can't actually be given an exact date, an exact time which you would actually be requested to provide help. So the time frame for Bitcoin is about the same date towards a week. I haven't really found one that has gone on longer than that so far. With cash provide help, it takes about 4 to 6 weeks. And the reason for this is because South Africa is the only country that uses rands. Okay, there's a few African countries that might use it, but ultimately they fall all under South Africa. So there are a lot of people wanting to provide help and wanting to help others, and there aren't as many people who are actually getting help. So this is why, we actually encourage people to get help often and, keep money flowing through the system, because it actually helps other people get theirs confirmed. But yeah, so average, it takes about 4 to 6 weeks. And this is at this specific time. This was on the 28th of October, 2015. So don't come and say that I gave you false information if it does actually become more or become less. So yeah, so there we have the request to provide help, and we're going to move on. Just quickly before I say more, if you provide help today and you will only be called, let's say you're providing cash, if you only pay it in 4 to 6 weeks, all the interest that has been growing up until that time will show on your account. It won't just disappear, and you won't only start growing once you paid your money. But if you don't pay money, if you have been requested, or if you cancel it, the interest that you have received on that money is now gone. So just want to clarify that. There's a lot of people who also don't understand it. So what is going on with everything in my PO, my personal office? So I'm just going to quickly run through it. Your dashboard is where you provide and get help. So getting help would be a withdrawal where people would pay into your account, and providing help is where you would actually help another participant. Okay, so participants is where it will show your list of people that you have referred, or if you're a manager, it will show the people in your line. So if we click on that, it drops down to referrals. So we're going to click on referrals. And then on the right-hand side, you'll see show my referral link. So if you have referred people, this is where you'd see all their details. So if they've been requested to provide help or anything like that, then you can see their email address and their cell phone number over here. Okay, so this is my referral link, as you can see. So what I would do now is, if, let's say, for instance, I need to refer someone, or I would like to refer someone, then I'd copy that link and then actually send it to them, or help them with their registration by using this link and this invite code. So anything after the equal sign is going to be my invite code. Okay, so what is Mavro? Mavro is the internal currency of Triple M. It was a currency developed by Sergio Mavrodi, and it's just basically because there's so many countries that are involved and there's so many people, there's millions and millions of participants around the globe, not only in South Africa, who are using Triple M. It's a way to convert the currency so that it's more manageable. If you're providing in Bitcoins, you can be sending to anyone in the world, because Bitcoin is a global currency. That is why the queue is a lot faster. So Mavro is just basically internal currency that just manages everything properly. Okay, so if I'm going to click on Mavro, this is where I'm going to see literally every single cent that goes in and out of the accounts. If I get a referral bonus, it's going to show here. If I win the lottery, it's going to show here. If I provide help, it's going to show here. Even when you're getting help, will it show pending for withdrawal? So if we click on Mavro, this is what an average Mavro account would look like if you've provided help and you have a referral bonus. So over here, we can actually see this has been unconfirmed because I'm still waiting in the queue, or I was still waiting in the queue, sorry. And it was for 150 Rand. It is now 169 Rand, 537.2 cents. Okay, so that's growing at 30% per month. Then I have a referral bonus. Now the referral bonus started on 20 Rand. And now already, your referral bonus was also growing at 30% per month. So now already I have 20 Rand and 35 cents. So from the days that this referral bonus came in till the date that obviously I took the screenshot, it has grown by 35 cents. So obviously the higher the amount, the more it's going to grow, etc., etc. Okay, so the lottery. You can play the lottery as soon as you provided help and someone has requested, or the system has paired you with someone who you need to provide help to. And you have paid it across and they have confirmed. So as soon as it shows green in your Mavro account, you can go in straight away and play the lottery. So over here, we're going to click on lottery. And this is what the lottery page looks like. So every week on a Wednesday at 9 o'clock in the morning in South African times, the lottery is drawn. So you can go in every single week, just as long as before Wednesday at 9 o'clock. And you can say generate all available, or you can choose all your numbers and then just say remember my choice. And then after or during from 9 o'clock to 10 o'clock on a Wednesday, you can either watch your numbers be chosen, or you can look afterwards and see the numbers that were picked if you scroll down. Okay, so finding the news and how to apply to become a manager. Okay, so if we click on information, it will drop down and we can then click on news. So over here it will show us all the news. And if you would like to do a manager school for 10 days, which is the free training that we do, all you do is you search for the manager school in the previous ones, in the news, the recent news, and then you can actually see it. So over here I can see Global opens up the 6th batch of manager school. So this was quite a while back, but it's still effective. You look from the top of the list and you look for the previous manager school and you actually check the dates. So you will be able to see the new news that comes up via the Facebook page or via the actual websites. But this is the best way to apply for it if you don't go on often, if you go on your profile more. Okay, so if you click on that, then over here you'd see applicants should fill out the form. So you're going to click on that and then you're going to fill out the form that opens in the new tab. And then very important, join the Skype chat. So check the dates over here. I'll see here now. Sorry. I'm like struggling to find the data. Sorry. But yeah, you'll be able to see, if you read here, you'll be able to see the exact date that it starts. And then, yeah, if you have a manager, you can actually contact your manager and ask them for the offline manager school. So this is something that runs, here we go. Classes start on the 25th of August. So that was quite a while back. So if you see that, I mean, you're 10 days ahead, or it's the 30th, for instance, of August, and I mean, that's halfway through the school, so it's not actually very convenient. You can then go ahead and ask your manager for the offline school. So if you can't get on at 8 o'clock every single night and do the school for 10 days, then you can ask your manager for the offline manager school application. They'll send it to you. And once you complete the application, then they should send you the task list. Now, this is something that you can do at any time, but yeah, it is recommended that you finish it as soon as possible because it's better for you to become a manager sooner than it is for you to become a manager in, say, for instance, 2 months. Okay, so thank you so much for joining us, and I hope you have a wonderful week and happy dreaming. To get into contact with us, here is our Facebook page. My Skype my Skype name is Nicole Simmons ZA. That's with 2 M's, an N and a D. And my email address is over here. So you can send me an email if you have any questions, or you can send me an email if you have any recommendations of what we should do on the next webinar. So I look forward to seeing you guys on Friday, and have a wonderful week.